This is our 100th year. This is our centenary, which is why it's really exciting. We're in Cardiff. The intrinsic part of this is meeting those people from other cultures with other challenges. And we come and we celebrate, and we sometimes forget that it's really important to take the time out to go to a face that's different, to go to somebody who's perhaps speaking their second language and ask them, make them feel welcome, but also find out, so what is going on in your part of the world? I read the newspaper and maybe you could tell me about it. And usually it's different, and that's the value. Learning from people who have taken huge steps to get here, have had challenges with their embassies and getting visas, and it's so important to come and have this exposure, something that maybe in the West we take a little bit more for granted.
This conference is very important to me. I can gain a lot of knowledge. I can meet a lot of people here. I can share our experiences and I can share my experience with my colleagues and subordinates.
We as a police force in the state is also women police. It's quite young in the state, and we have lots of young women who have joined, and then we need to streamline ourselves, to organize ourselves and work at equal par, and then maybe do better than the guys. So for that we need lots of mentoring, lots of guidance, lots of knowledge, which this conference is providing me. And then if I go back home and share, and of course all my colleagues will also benefit through this. Maybe they will participate in the upcoming conferences also.
What we hope is that it puts pressure on countries as they look around to see that other parts of the world are moving forward, that if they want to be at the table, then diversity is an important piece of that, not just a token piece of that. In the last 6 years, we've had a huge leap forward in other parts of the world outside of North America. And they're anxious for it. They're keen to have us. The membership is certainly growing in some big areas. What happens is the conference is tasked with finding the latest innovation, the speakers who have made some breakthroughs, maybe some key cases that have demonstrated some failings in an investigative technique or a method. And very often the speakers we hope the material is broadcast so that if you don't get it or if you want to take it home, it's certainly available to do that. So I like the idea of learning, turning around and taking home and training. So it extends our ability to train. And I'm sure that agencies that pay money to get their people to come here are hoping that it will seed their organizations. So there's a sort of a spin-off effect from their investments.
IAWP is like a toolbox. I got a box and I choose the tools. So I choose the tools that got to do with professional exchange, but I also choose to find my friends within the organization that I can identify me in, and I can learn both cultural things for my profession, but also find a private friend.
What we have found over the years is how much we from, if you like, the Western world have learnt so much from the women who have come from the Middle East, from Asia. They've got some fantastic best practice, good practice initiatives going on, and we can learn from them. And if you take it from a UK perspective, UK policing and perhaps the US and Western, we can learn from their cultures. By the women being here, it gives us a better understanding of the cultures. So it actually provides us with more tools in our toolbox to go and serve those communities that we police.